All right, get ready to dive deep into the world of launching a successful gym. You sent over Alex Hormozi's Gym Launch Secrets. I've been digging into it.
Yeah.
And it's packed with a ton of practical advice, real-world examples.
Some a good one.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
Absolutely.
What really stood out to me is how Hormozi challenges the traditional gym model, the idea that you have to just grind yourself to the bone, working long hours for very little reward.
Yeah, he calls it the sell your soul problem.
The sell your soul problem.
And it's true, right? I mean, a lot of gym owners, they put in so much time and effort, and they're not really seeing the financial returns they deserve.
Exactly. And I think that's something that a lot of entrepreneurs struggle with in various industries, but it seems particularly prevalent in the fitness world, this idea of passion driving you, but not necessarily leading to financial freedom.
Passion doesn't pay the bills.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So what does Hormozi suggest instead?
He introduces this concept called client-financed acquisition. Imagine this, a system where your initial sales generate more revenue than it actually costs to attract those clients. It's like a self-funding growth engine, pretty much.
Okay, that's a game changer. Break that down for me a little bit more. How do you actually achieve that?
Okay, so instead of chasing those low-price memberships, you create like a premium high-ticket offer. It has to deliver exceptional value, right? Remember, you're not just selling gym access. You're selling transformation, you're selling accountability, and a community that's going to support their fitness journey.
So it's about shifting the mindset from just a transactional kind of, hey, come use our equipment, to we are going to partner with you on this journey to achieving your goal.
You got it.
But how do you convince people to pay a premium, though? Because let's be real, there are so many cheaper options out there.
Right.
You've got the big box gyms, you've got the online fitness programs. How do you make that case for that higher investment?
Hormozi, he's got this irresistible offer formula that takes the guesswork out of creating a high-value offer. And it's about packaging your expertise in a way that speaks to your ideal client's needs and desires.
Okay, give me the ingredients. What's in this irresistible offer formula?
Well, it starts with something called pre-framing the offer, setting the stage, right?
Yeah.
And then you leverage price anchoring, positioning your offer against some higher-priced alternatives to make it seem like, wow, this is a steal.
It's all about perception.
It is.
Yeah, it's like how you position it within the market.
Yeah, exactly. Don't forget about the bonuses, like creating a splinter stack, which is essentially bundling additional resources like support, exclusive content, anything that adds perceived value to what you're offering.
Oh, I like that splinter stack.
Yeah.
So we've talked about crafting the offer itself, but what about those clients who are always looking for the deal? How do you address the fear of losing clients to those cheaper gyms? Because that's a real concern.
It is.
For gym owners.
You know, it's funny. Hormozi actually shares a story about losing a client because he wasn't charging enough. He realized he was undervaluing his expertise, and he wasn't able to provide her the personalized attention she deserved at that price point.
So it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you price yourself too low, you attract those clients who are not as committed.
Exactly. And they're not going to get the best results because you're spreading yourself too thin. You're not able to give that high level of service.
So it's about attracting the right clients, not just the most clients.
Exactly. You want quality over quantity.
I love that. So it's not about being the cheapest. It's about being the best, the most results-driven, the most supportive, and that commands a premium price.
100%.
I'm with you on that.
Now, to make those premium prices even more palatable, Hormozi suggests this, switching to weekly billing cycles instead of the traditional monthly memberships.
Interesting, because I feel like most gyms lead with that low monthly payment.
Right, but think about it. Those low monthly fees attract the wrong kind of clients. The ones who are less committed and more likely to just drop off after a few weeks.
Yeah, not as invested.
Exactly. When you charge a higher upfront price, weekly, you attract those clients who are serious about investing in their journey.
So you're almost like filtering out the ones that are just kind of window shopping or not really.
Exactly. You're attracting the ones
who are ready to commit.
Who are ready to commit, 100%.
So higher prices, switching to weekly billing, it's not only creating a more consistent cash flow.
Right.
But it's also attracting those clients who are more likely to stick around.
And that leads to higher client retention, which is the holy grail of any gym business.
Yes, because it's always easier and more profitable to keep those existing clients happy than to constantly be chasing those new ones.
100%. It's like a revolving door you don't want. You want people to stay.
You want to build that community.
Yes.
Exactly. Now, we've tackled pricing, we've tackled client acquisition. How do you actually structure the services to maximize profitability and cater to different client needs?
Mm-hmm.
And this is where the wedding cake gym profit model comes in, right?
Yeah, it's a great way to visualize it. So imagine, picture your gym's revenue streams like a delicious wedding cake, all right. The foundation, the largest tier, is your large group training program. This is where you attract a larger volume of clients at a more accessible price point.
So think like high-energy group fitness classes, your boot camps, anything that kind of brings people together
Sure.
for a shared fitness experience.
You got it. But even at this level, Hormozi stresses the importance of value. So he suggests a little shift in terminology. Instead of unlimited classes, you switch it to a set number of sessions per week.
Interesting. Why that change?
Well, the word session implies something more personalized and structured, right? So you're kind of shifting the mindset from those casual drop-ins to scheduled appointments, which will improve attendance and client accountability.
Yeah, because unlimited, you can easily fall into that trap of, oh, I'll go tomorrow, or I'll go next week, and then you never go.
It's too overwhelming.
Exactly. Whereas if you've pre-committed to those sessions,
Right.
it creates more of a sense of accountability.
Absolutely.
Now, moving up the tiers of our wedding cake, we have semi-private training.
Yes.
So this is where you offer a more personalized experience with those smaller groups, typically one trainer to 4 clients.
Exactly.
What kind of price point are we looking at for this tier?
Hormozi recommends somewhere between $500 and $700 per month for semi-private training. And get this, it's incredibly profitable.
Wow. Okay.
He did the math, and he shows how a trainer who's working just 15 semi-private sessions per week, they can generate over $2,000 in extra weekly profit.
Okay, that's impressive.
It is.
And it makes sense because you're leveraging that trainer's expertise across multiple clients,
Exactly.
but still providing that more personalized experience.
Yeah, get the best of both worlds. And then finally, the top tier of our wedding cake, the icing on top, we have high-ticket personal training. So we'll call it HTP. This is where you work one-on-one with clients who are ready to invest in that premium coaching, achieve those transformative results.
So HTP is for that client who's highly motivated,
Yes.
who's got very specific goals,
Yes.
and is willing to pay a premium
100%.
for that personalized attention.
Exactly. And it's not going to be for every gym owner,
Right.
but it can be incredibly rewarding, both financially and personally. It's about those deep relationships with your clients and positioning yourself as a true expert in your field.
Okay, so I'm loving this wedding cake analogy.
Yeah.
You're diversifying your revenue streams, you're catering to those different client needs and budgets, and you're maximizing your profit potential. But how does all of this tie back to that concept of client finance acquisition that we talked about earlier?
That's where the analogy of the icing and the cake really comes into play. Remember those high-ticket front-end offers we were talking about?
Yeah.
Those are the icing on the cake, right? They generate that surge of upfront revenue that you can then use to fuel your marketing, acquire even more clients.
So the icing is almost like the attraction to get people in the door.
Right.
But then the cake
Is what sustains.
the recurring revenue from that membership base.
100%. It's a brilliant system.
I love it. So it's like this engine that's almost
Self-sustaining.
perpetuating,
Yeah.
where the profits you're making from those premium offers are then funding your ability to get more clients in,
Exactly.
which then builds up.
That recurring revenue stream, you got it.
This is making so much sense.
It is.
All right, so we've got the pricing down, we've got the client acquisition down, but even with the best pricing, even with the best service offerings, client retention, that's always a challenge.
It is.
So how does Hormozi approach this crucial aspect of gym management?
Well, he introduces this powerful system called the 5 Horsemen of Retention.
Okay, I'm ready to unleash those horsemen.
All right, so the first horseman is all about proactive communication, reaching out to clients regularly, checking in on their progress, offering support, and just being encouraging.
So it's about building relationships
Yes,
and not just treating it as a transaction.
exactly. And these reach outs, they can be as simple as a text message, a phone call, even just a personalized email, right? The key is to be genuine, show that you care.
I love that.
You know,
It's about being a coach, a cheerleader
100%.
in their corner.
All right, so horseman number 2
Okay.
is all about tracking attendance. Now, this might sound obvious, but you would be surprised how many gym owners don't have a system for monitoring who's showing up, who's slipping away.
So it's about being proactive,
It is.
identifying those potential churn risks before they actually become a problem.
Exactly.
What kind of system do you recommend?
It doesn't have to be anything fancy. A simple spreadsheet, or you can use sophisticated gym management software, whatever works for you. The key is to have something that allows you to see the data clearly and take action when needed.
So you see that someone's been missing sessions.
Yes.
What's the next step?
Reach out to them. Right. Express that you're concerned, ask how they're doing, and see if there's anything you can do to help them get back on track.
Yeah, sometimes just that little check-in,
It goes a long way.
it goes such a long way.
It does.
Okay, so that's horseman number 2.
That's right.
What's our third horseman?
All right. This one is great. Handwritten cards.
Oh, I love that because in today's world, everyone's so used to getting emails or text messages, but a handwritten note,
It's personal.
it's thoughtful, yeah.
Hormozi recommends sending these at various touch points, so welcoming new members, congratulating them on milestones, just thanking them for being part of the community.
Yeah, just that little dose of appreciation to brighten their day.
Exactly, and it's a great way to differentiate yourself from the competition.
Absolutely. So we've got 3 down.
3 down, 2 to go.
What's next?
Horseman number 4 is about building community through member events.
Okay.
Social gatherings, fitness challenges, workshops, anything that brings your clients together outside of their regular workout routines.
So you're creating that sense of belonging, that camaraderie. They're not just coming to work out. They're coming to
Yes, it's a community.
be part of something.
100%. And when they feel connected, they're much less likely to leave.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on our last horseman.
All right, this one might seem a little counterintuitive, conducting exit interviews when clients decide to leave.
Okay, explain this one to me.
So instead of just accepting the cancellation, right, you see it as an opportunity to gather some valuable feedback, learn how to improve, ask them why they're leaving, what they liked, what they didn't like, what could have been done differently.
So you're turning churn
Yeah.
into a learning experience.
Exactly. You're turning those goodbye conversations into valuable data.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Right.
So these 5 horsemen, this is like a holistic approach to keeping those clients happy, engaged, and coming back for more.
And even a small reduction in your churn rate can make a huge impact on your bottom line. Hormozi, he shares this crazy stat. If you can reduce your churn from just 10% down to 3%, the lifetime value of each client more than triples.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so focusing on retention, it's not just about making your clients happier, it's also
Yeah.
boosting your profitability. This is all connected.
It is. Now, here's where Hormozi introduces this paradigm shift, okay? He says you're not just in the fitness business, you're in the accountability business.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Explain that a little bit more to me.
What really keeps clients coming back, achieving their goals, it's not just the equipment, it's not just the workout programs, it's that accountability, it's that support system, and it's that sense of community they find in your gym.
It's that structure, that guidance that keeps them consistent, helps them push through when they want to give up, helps them make those lasting changes.
It's like having a personal cheerleader in their corner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Hormozi is really emphasizing this importance of creating systems that foster that accountability, both for your team and your clients.
100%.
Okay, I want to dive into these systems.
Well, that's a perfect place to stop for today.
All right. We'll be back next time to really unpack those strategies and
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
see how they can help build a thriving, impactful gym business.
Can't wait. Welcome back. Last time we were talking about accountability, and that really is key in creating a successful gym. But there's something else too, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Attracting and retaining those clients is just half the battle.
Yeah.
You need a solid team behind you. Let's talk about building a dream team.
You got it. That team is the backbone of your gym. They're the ones interacting with those clients every day, delivering the services, creating that gym culture you've worked so hard for.
Exactly. And they're the face of your business. So how do we find those rock stars? And, how do we keep them around? How do we build that culture?
Well, Hormozi emphasizes that hiring isn't just about finding someone with a certification. It's about passion. Finding people who are passionate about fitness, who align with your vision and are excited to be part of the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they actually buy into what you're creating.
Exactly, 100%. And it starts with writing really compelling job descriptions, the kind that showcase your unique culture and attract the right people. right?
So instead of just listing tasks and responsibilities, you paint a picture of the work environment, the impact they can make.
Exactly. And don't forget about compensation, right? That's a big one. Competitive pay and benefits.
Show them that you value them.
Exactly. Show them you value them and are invested in their well-being. That's how you attract and keep top talent.
Makes sense. So you've assembled this dream team. You got all these rock stars. How do you keep those lines of communication open, make sure everyone's working together smoothly?
Communication is key. It really is. Hormozi recommends structured communication cycles to keep everyone on the same page.
Like what? What are we talking about?
Well, things like daily huddles, weekly team meetings, regular one-on-one check-ins,
Create that rhythm, that consistency.
Exactly. Keep everyone connected and informed. It gives everyone a chance to review progress, celebrate wins, address challenges, boost that team spirit.
I love the idea of those daily huddles.
Yeah.
Just starting the day
Yeah.
with a positive
Get energy going.
and getting everyone set up for success.
Exactly. And don't forget training and development, right? Investing in your team's growth. Hormozi is a big believer in that. He recommends offering professional development, workshops, conferences, mentorship programs.
Creating that culture of growth. Give them the tools to level up.
Exactly. And it benefits both the employees and it directly impacts the quality of your services. Everyone wins. Okay, so we've talked about building this awesome team, but there's one role that really deserves special attention. The trainers.
The heart of the operation.
Right. They're the ones delivering the fitness experience. So how do you motivate them, empower them to deliver amazing client experiences? Because remember, they're not just instructors, they're coaches, mentors, and motivators.
Absolutely.
So yeah, they play a big role. They deserve to be recognized and rewarded.
100%. How do we do that?
Well, Hormozi suggests a mix of extrinsic and intrinsic rewards.
Like bonuses, commissions, things like that?
Exactly. Those are the extrinsic rewards. Performance-based bonuses, commission opportunities, all that. Keeps them motivated and aligned with your goals. But don't underestimate intrinsic motivation, too.
Okay, what's that look like?
Celebrating achievements, Providing opportunities for growth, creating a positive work environment.
That feeling of being valued, of being a part of something.
Exactly. And when your trainers are happy and engaged, that translates directly to your clients. It creates this ripple effect of motivation.
I love that, the ripple effect. Now, we've talked about building the team. How do we elevate that client experience? Make it more than just showing up and working out.
Right. Hormozi says energy. That's key to running a successful gym. Consistency and energy. He provides a whole framework for creating an amazing training session every time.
Okay, I like it. Break down this framework. What are the key ingredients here?
So, first of all, it's about setting the right tone from the moment a client walks through the door.
First impressions are everything.
They are. So you greet them with a warm welcome, make them feel seen, appreciated, and set those expectations for the session. What are we doing today?
Okay, I'm with you.
Right. And then bring that energy, enthusiasm, motivation, create that fun and engaging atmosphere.
Balance of challenge and encouragement.
Exactly. You want them pushed, but also supported, right? And make sure you emphasize proper form and technique. That's huge.
Safety first.
Always.
Right.
And then finish strong. Cool down, recap the session, answer any questions, get feedback.
So it's that beginning, middle, and end.
Yes. He actually uses a hamburger analogy. It's great.
A hamburger analogy.
Okay.
I'm listening.
So the top bun is the warm welcome and intro. The meat is the workout, all the energy, attention to detail.
Okay, FC.
And the bottom bun, that's the cool down and feedback session.
Yeah.
Simple. Right.
Simple, but I like it. I'm a visual learner, so that works for me.
It works. Okay. So you're killing it with the client experience. You've got your dream team. Now let's talk marketing. Attracting those new clients, how do you get the word out?
This is where a lot of gym owners struggle.
I know, it's a tough one. But Hormozi says effective marketing isn't about gimmicks or flashy campaigns. It's about understanding your ideal client and speaking directly to their needs.
Yeah, meet them where they're at, understand their pain points, their aspirations.
Exactly. He calls it the advertising success formula. It's about creating marketing that grabs attention, builds trust, and inspires action.
All right, I'm all ears. Give me that formula.
Okay, so number one, craft a strong headline. Something that grabs their attention, communicates the core benefit. Something like, transform your body.
Get them hooked right away.
Exactly. And then use strong visuals, images of real people achieving real results, before and after photos, testimonials, things like that.
Show, don't tell. Yeah.
100%. And know your audience, right? Define your target audience. Who are you trying to reach? What are their specific needs?
So you're not just trying to be everything to everyone. You're being the expert for a very specific niche.
Exactly. You got it. And then social proof is huge. Showcase your success stories. Those testimonials go a long way.
People trust people more than they trust brands.
100%. And then last but not least, a clear call to action. What do you want them to do? Visit your website, schedule a consultation, sign up for a class, make it easy for them.
Guide them on that journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you've got the leads coming in. Now you've got to convert them into paying members.
The sales process.
The dreaded sales process. But Hormozi says it doesn't have to be a hard sell.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. It's about building relationships, understanding their needs, offering real solutions.
Consulting on.
Yes. So here's his framework. First, build rapport, ask questions, actively listen, show empathy and understanding.
Create that safe space, that connection.
Exactly. And then educate them, right, about your gym, your programs. Focus on that transformation, paint a picture of the results.
What their life could look like.
Exactly. And don't shy away from objections. Address them head on.
Yeah, those are opportunities to learn more.
They are, to understand what their concerns are.
Makes sense.
And then close with a clear call to action. Encourage them to take that next step. A free trial, an intro program, whatever it is. Make it easy to say yes.
Okay, I'm liking this. Marketing, sales, we've even touched on the client experience.
Yeah.
What about the financial side? That's where a lot of gym owners really struggle.
It is. It can be overwhelming. But Hormozi doesn't sugarcoat it. He gives a whole section on financial management.
I'm ready. Lay it on me.
Okay, so first he introduces key performance indicators, KPIs.
Okay, I've heard of KPIs, but remind me, what are we talking about?
These are the metrics that tell you how your gym is performing financially.
It's more than just looking at your bank account. It's understanding those numbers.
Exactly. He gives you formulas for calculating things like client acquisition cost.
How much it's costing to get each new client.
Yes. Churn rate, that's the percentage of clients who can't.
Who got one low?
Exactly. And average client lifetime value. So how much revenue you generate from each client over their membership.
Okay, so it's tracking these different factors.
Yes. So you can identify trends, spot problems early.
Makes those smart decisions.
Exactly. You got it. So now you understand your KPIs. What's next?
Time to save some money.
Yes. Control those expenses. Negotiate your lease. Minimize those utility bills. Be smart about your software and marketing costs.
You're resourceful, yeah.
Exactly. And all those savings you're making, put them back into your business, your team, or even your clients. Give them more value. Run special promotions.
I like that. Okay, so we're tracking the KPIs, we're controlling costs. How do we maximize those profits?
Hormozi says, don't be afraid to charge a premium. You're not just selling access to equipment. You're providing expertise, accountability, a community. You deserve to be compensated for that.
Yeah, and as we were saying earlier, those higher prices, sometimes those attract the more committed clients.
100%.
Yeah.
And offer different tiers of service. Cater to those different budgets.
The large group training, the semi-private, that high-ticket personal training.
Exactly. Capture that full spectrum. Maximize that revenue.
It's all coming together. Okay, so we've got the finances, we've got the team, we've got the marketing, but how do you stay relevant in this ever-changing fitness landscape?
Great question. It's all about continuous improvement. Never stop learning, growing, adapting. Embrace those challenges and changes,
Have that growth mindset, never stop learning.
Exactly. Stay informed, go to conferences, read those industry magazines, network with other fitness pros,
Be a sponge, soak it all up.
Exactly. And get feedback. Feedback from your clients, your team.
Never be afraid to ask.
Exactly. Never be afraid. You're always learning. Remember, building a successful gym, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
It's that long game.
It is. It's about striving for excellence, Embracing those challenges and never losing that passion for what you do.
Loving that. All right, so we've covered so much.
Yeah.
Building the team, managing the finances, but there's one final piece of the puzzle, and it seems like it ties everything together. Culture.
Not it. Culture is the foundation.
It's that secret sauce.
It is. The heartbeat of your gym. It shapes everything.
Okay, so how do we create that culture?
Well, that's a great question, and that's a perfect place to end for today. We'll be back next time to dive into building a thriving, impactful gym culture.
Can't wait. All right, welcome back. We're wrapping up our deep dive into gym launch secrets. We've covered so much, from building a dream team to marketing, sales, you name it.
It's been a lot, hasn't it?
It has. It's been a whirlwind. But I want to circle back to something we talked about in the beginning, creating a powerful gym culture.
It's the foundation of everything.
It feels like that's what ties it all together.
It does.
So how do you create a culture that not only attracts clients, but keeps them coming back for more?
Well, Hormozi, he talks a lot about fostering a sense of community.
Yeah.
People are drawn to places where they feel like they belong, right? They feel connected, like they're part of something bigger than themselves.
So it's more than just like friendly greetings at the front desk. It's really weaving it
Yeah, it's more than
into the experience, the DNA of
It's got to be in everything you do.
the gym. So what are some tangible ways to actually build that community?
Well, think about those 5 horsemen of retention we talked about. Proactive communication, member events, creating a supportive environment. Those all contribute to building a strong community.
So it's about celebrating each other, being there for each other, and when people feel connected,
Yeah.
they're more likely to stay.
100%.
Yeah.
And that leads to higher retention, more referrals, a thriving business. And another big piece of the puzzle is accountability.
We touched on this earlier, but I think it's worth diving a little deeper. Accountability seems like the key to really helping clients achieve those lasting results.
It really is. But remember, it's a two-way street. It's about creating systems that support your clients and your team.
Okay, so let's start with clients.
Yeah.
What are some practical ways to kind of bake that accountability into their experience?
Well, it starts with clear expectations. What are their goals? What does success look like to them? How are you going to track progress, measure results?
So it's about laying the groundwork from day one.
Yes, it is. And, don't be afraid to incorporate regular check-ins, use tracking tools, maybe even a little friendly competition to keep them motivated.
A little bit of that.
A little bit, yeah.
Gamification,
Yeah.
friendly rivalry.
Exactly, it works. And then on the team side, clear roles, responsibilities, performance expectations. Everyone needs to be on the same page, right?
So everyone knows what's expected of them.
Yes. And feedback, communication, just like with the clients.
It's that open dialogue.
It is. And when everyone's working together, holding each other accountable towards that same goal, that's when you see the magic happen.
I love that. So accountability is the engine.
It is.
Now, what about creating a positive and empowering environment? I feel like that's a big part of culture, too.
It's huge. It's about creating that space where everyone feels valued, respected, supported to be their best.
Yep.
Celebrate the wins, big or small. Create that safe space for learning and growth.
Where it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to
Yeah, it's part of the process.
stumble, as long as you're learning.
Exactly. You learn and you grow. That's the kind of environment that attracts great people. And it inspires clients, too.
So push themselves further.
Yes, they
Yeah.
feel safe to do that. Now, the fitness industry is always changing, right? How do we stay ahead of the curve? How do we make sure our gym stays relevant? Hormozi, he's all about continuous learning and evolution, never stop experimenting, trying new things, adapting.
You got to be in your DNA.
It does.
Stay curious, keep learning.
Exactly. Read industry blogs, go to conferences, network, talk to people.
Be a student of the game.
Yes. 100%. And never stop asking for feedback. Clients, team, industry experts. You can always learn something.
Yeah, it's about being open to
Oh,
that
yeah,
feedback
yeah.
and being willing to adapt.
Absolutely.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
That's it. You got it.
All right, so I think we've successfully navigated this deep dive
I think so.
into gym launch secrets. What's clear is that building a thriving gym, it's not just about the equipment. It's not just about the workouts. It's about that culture, the community, that accountability.
Yeah, it's the whole package.
It really makes the difference.
It is. It inspires those clients and your team to be their best.
Absolutely. And with that, we've reached the end of our deep dive. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next week with another exciting topic to explore. Until then, keep crushing it.